Hello everyone. In this session, we will first complete the unsolved problem of the previous session. After solving that, we will also see how do we use the other method, that is Newton's divided difference method, to interpolate if there are unequal intervals. Now let us go into the session. So if we substitute the values, what do we get? Or I should say f of 9, sorry, because we are going to substitute x for 9. Just a minute. F of 9 is equal to, it is x minus x1, which means 9 minus 7 into 9 minus 11 into 9 minus 13 into 9 minus 17 times y naught. Y naught is 150, whole thing divided by x naught, which is 5. So I will write 5 minus 7, 5 minus 11, 5 minus 13, 5 minus 17. Then we have plus, the next one will be 9 minus 5, 9 minus 11, 9 minus 13, 9 minus 17. Then y1 is 392, whole thing divided by 7. Our value of x1 is 7. 7 minus 5, 7 minus 11, 7 minus 13, 7 minus 17. Then again plus 9 minus 5, 9 minus 7, 9 minus 13, 9 minus 17 times y2. y2 is 1492 divided by 11 minus 5, 11 minus 7, 11 minus 13, 11 minus 17. Then the next 9 minus 5, 9 minus 7, 9 minus 11, 9 minus 17 times y3. y3 is 2366 divided by 13 minus 5, 13 minus 7, 13 minus 11, 13 minus 17. Then the last term will be 9 minus 5, 9 minus 7, 9 minus 11, 9 minus 13 times 5202 divided by 17 minus 5, 17 minus 7, 17 minus 11, 17 minus 13. So I think let me do the calculations here itself, so that it will be easier for us. This will be 2 into minus 2 into minus 4 minus 8 into 150 divided by minus 2 minus 6 minus 8 minus 12. Then this will be Let me recheck. 9 minus 7, 2. This is minus 2. This is minus 4. Minus 8, 150. Minus 2. Minus 6. Minus 8. Minus 12. Then this is 4. Minus 2. Minus 4. Minus 8. 392. Divided by 2. Minus 4. Minus 6. Minus 10. Then this is 4. 2. Minus 4. Minus 8. 1492 divided by, this is 6, this is 4, minus 2, minus 6. This is 4, 2, minus 2, minus 8, 2, 3, double 6. This is 8, 6, 2, minus 4. This is 4, 2, this is minus 2, minus 4, 5202 divided by, this is 12, 10, this is 6, 4. So the first term, I can cancel. All are negative in the down, in the denominator. So it will become positive, means denominator will become positive. Let me cancel this and this, this and this. So ultimately it is negative because denominator is positive, numerator is negative. So ultimately it will negative. If I evaluate that, I will get minus 50 by 3. In the next one, I can cancel this and this. And there are two negatives. So ultimately it is positive. If we simplify that, we will get positive 3136 by 15. Then the next one, we can cancel positive. So it is ultimately positive. I can cancel this and this, this and this. Then if we evaluate this, we get positive 3872 by 3. Then this numerator is negative, numerator is positive, denominator is negative. Ultimately it is negative. We can cancel this and this, this and this, this and this. So if we evaluate that, we get negative 2366 by 3. Here, this minus into minus, it becomes plus. So we can cancel. I mean, it becomes positive. And if we simplify this, we get 578 by 5. So if we further simplify this, we will get what? 50 divided by 3. It is negative 16.7. This is 3136 divided by 15. We get 209.1. This is 3872 divided by 3. We get 1290.7 minus 2366 divided by 3. We get 788.7. This 578 divided by 5, we get 115.6. So 115.6 minus 788.7 plus 1290.7 plus 209.1 minus 16.7. We get 810. That is our f of 9. The other method apart from Lagrange's interpolation, when there are unequal intervals, is Newton's divided difference. Newton's divided difference formula, also called as Newton's general interpolation formula. Interpolation formula. If f of x naught, comma, f of x1, comma, f of x2, and so on, f of xn be a set of values of an unknown function f of x corresponding to the values of x such that x takes the values x naught, x1, x2, and so on up to xn at unequal intervals. Means the gap between x naught and x1, gap between x1 and x2, gap between anything are not the same. Unequal intervals. Then we can evaluate f of x as f of x naught plus x minus x naught f of x naught comma x1 plus x minus x naught x minus x1 f of x naught x1 x2 plus and so on x minus x naught x minus x1 and so on x minus x n minus 1 f of x naught x1 and so on xn, where the first order divided differences are f x naught comma x1, that is defined as f of x1 minus f of x naught divided by x1 minus x naught. Suppose if we want f of x1 x2, then it is f of x2 minus f of x1 divided by x2 minus x1. Then second order differences. Second order divided difference or this f of x naught, x1, x2 is f of x1 comma x2 minus f of x naught, x1 divided by x2 minus x naught. And suppose if I write f of x1, x2, x3, then that is defined as f of x2, x3 minus f of x1, x2 divided by x3 minus x1. Likewise, we can do. So these things, this first order divided difference and second order divided difference can be easily understood by using tables, by using difference tables. So for that, we will use one example to understand this much better. Evaluate question. Evaluate f of 4 using Newton's divided difference formula. Divided difference formula. For the following data. For the following data. So I will write the data in the next page. We'll create 2 rows and 5 columns. So here x, this is f of x. 0, 2, 3, 6. We may note the gap between 0 and 2 is 2. Gap between 2 and 3 is 1. Gap between 3 and 6 is 3. So definitely these are unequal intervals. F of x is given as -4 for 0, 2 for 2, 14 for 3, and 158 for 6. Now this is the question. Based on this question, let us do a solution to it. For the solution, we will create the divided difference table. Having 2, 3, 4, 5 columns and 5 rows. Let me just increase the size of this table like this. So here let me write x, and we know it is given as 0, 2, 3, and 6. This is f of x minus 4, 2, 14, 158. We say divided difference, so I will be using a symbol delta. Since we say divided, in between I'll put one vertical line in between the delta. You call that as divided difference. This is divided difference of f of x. This is first order. This is second order divided difference. This is third order divided difference. So first order, how do we do it? We know divided difference. Let me show here. How do we calculate? So I'm going to calculate it for let me call it as 0, x0 means this is actually f of x1 minus f of x naught divided by x1 minus x naught. This is also written as f of x naught comma x1. All are same. How do we calculate? F of x1, that is this 2 minus of f of x naught, which is negative 4 minus of minus 4 divided by x1. x1 is 2, x naught is 0. So 2 minus 0. So it is 2 minus or minus 4, it becomes 2 plus 4. So it is 6 divided by 2, which is positive 3. So here in between, I will write positive 3. Then the next one, that is divided delta, second value is f of x2 minus f of x1 divided by x2 minus x1, means it is written also as x1, x2. How do we calculate that? F of x2, that is 14 minus 2 divided by x2 minus x1. What is x2? 3 is x2. What is x1? 2 is x1. So 3 minus 2. So this is 12 by 1, which is 12. So in between, I will write 12. It is almost like change in y divided by change in x. So divided difference is also nothing but change in y divided by change in x. Consider this as y. If I consider this as y, numerator is actually change in y, denominator is change in x. That is what it is. Next one, divided delta of f of x2 is nothing but f of x3 minus f of x2 divided by x3 minus x2. It is also written as x2, x3. So what is that? It is 158 minus 14 divided by corresponding x values 6 and 3. 6 minus 3. So the numerator is 144, denominator is 3. So if we evaluate that, we get 48. So I can write here in between as 48. Now we got the first order divided differences. Now let us move on to the second order divided differences. Means I should write divided difference second order f of x naught. How do we do that? We are going to consider these two. This. So R, let me write it as the, or what is this actually? This 12 is actually divided difference of f of x1, right? Or this one, f of x1 comma x2. That is what we are going to write. Minus of 12 minus 3. What is 3? This one, f of x0 comma x1. Divided by x2 minus of x0. So what is that? We have this value as 12, the other value as 3 divided by what is x2? It is 3. What is x0? It is 0. So this becomes 9 by 3, which gives you 3. So here I can write in between, means here I will write, what is that answer? 3. Same way, divided difference of f of x1 is what? F of, you are going to consider this and this. What is 48? 48 is nothing but this f of x2 comma x3 minus f of 12. 12. What is 12? x1 and x2 divided by x3 minus x1. So what is that? It is 48 minus 12 divided by 6 is our x3 and x1 is, what is x1? It is 2. So here it is 36 by 4, so it becomes 9. So there I can write in the center as 9. Now we can calculate the third order difference. So what is that? So we are now taking this value, which value? 9 and 3. What is 9? 9 is this. What is that actually? This also can be written as, this is also can be written as f of x1, x2, x3. This also can be written as f of x0, x1, x2. So I can write this as f of x1, x2, sorry, yeah, x3 minus of f of x0, x1, x2 divided by x3 minus write it properly. Yeah. Minus x0. So this is nothing but 9 minus the previous value is 3. 9 minus 3 divided by what is x3? x3 is 6 and x0 is 0. So 6 and 0. This is 6 by 6 or 1. So straight away I can go and write there in the center as 1. So you can directly also do. Only thing is you need to correctly choose the numbers. Means when I do this 3, I should consider 2 minus or minus 4 divided by 2 minus 0. Directly you can calculate it and write 3. Similarly, 14 minus 2 divided by 3 minus 2. Next one, 158 minus 14 divided by 6 minus 3 to get this 48. Then come here, 12. If you look into this 12, 12 minus 3, I write it in the numerator, but denominator I should consider the number which is next to 12, that is like this 3 I have to consider. When I consider this denominator, for 3 I should consider this 0, means 3 minus 0 will come in the denominator here. 3 minus 0 will come in the denominator. Directly also you can do without writing all this, right? Now we can use the formula f of x, which is f of x naught plus x minus x naught, x minus, sorry, x minus x naught, then f of x naught x1 plus x minus x naught x minus x1 f of x naught x1 x2 plus x minus x naught x minus x1 x minus x2 f of x naught x1 x2 x3. This also can be written as f of x naught plus x minus x naught. This I can write it as divided, first order divided difference of f of x naught plus x minus x naught x minus x1 second order divided difference of f of x naught plus x minus x naught x minus x1 x minus x2 times third order divided difference of f of x naught. Now it is only a matter of substitution. What is f of x naught? The first value of f of x, which is negative 4 plus, sorry, let me write it. We are interested in x as 4, means we are supposed to find what is f of 4. Minus 4 I wrote it because the first value of f of x is negative 4. Open a bracket. X is 4 minus x naught. First value of x is 0. Then divided difference, first order divided difference, which is 3 plus x is 4 minus 0, x is 4, second value of x is 2, and then second order divided difference, first to second order divided difference is 3. Then plus this one, this x which is 4, x naught is 0, x is 4, x1 is 2. Then x again 4. What is x2? Third value of x is 3 multiplied by third order difference, that we know it is 1. We can now substitute plus 4 into 3, 12. This is 4 into 2. 4 into 2 is 8. 8 into 3 is 24. Then this is 4. 4 into 2, 8. 8 into 1, 8. So what is the result? This is 12 minus 8. It is, sorry, 12 minus 4 is 8. 8 plus 24, it is 32. 32 plus something wrong. Yeah, 32 plus 8, it is 40. 12 minus 4 is 8. 8 plus 24 is 32. 32 plus 8 is 40. So that is the result of this particular question. One more question we'll do using this Newton's divided difference formula. Evaluate f of 9 for the following. There is a table having one, two, three, four. Make 4 columns, 2 rows. Here I will write x, f of x, 5, 7, 11, then 150, 392, 1452. So here I will create one table, transpose of this. First one, 392 minus 150 divided by 7 minus 5. So what will be this 392 minus 150 divided by 2? 392 minus 150 divided by 2. It is 121. Then the next one, I need to write it as A minus 392 divided by 9 minus 7. So it will be A minus 392 divided by 2. Then the next one has to be 1452 minus A divided by 11 minus 9, which has to be written as 1452 minus A divided by 2. Now, in between, I may have to consider here. Let me write this. I need to write it in between. Okay. So what will be that? It will be A minus 392 divided by 2 minus 121 divided by 9 minus 5. Then this one will become 1452 minus A divided by 2 minus of A minus 392 divided by 2 whole thing divided by 11 minus 7. Then again, this when you do, divided delta cube of f of x will be what? This one, 1452 minus A by 2 minus of A minus 392 by 2 divided by 4 minus of A minus 392 divided by 2 minus 121 divided by 4. This one, the whole thing divided by 11 minus 5. Because when I do the last one, I should choose the last value here, last value there. What you do is, when you come to the last one, you will equate it to 0. So when you equate it to 0, this entire term becomes 0. So now what happens? You will have 1452 minus A by 2 minus A minus 392 divided by 2. Since it is equated to 0, this negative, if I take it to the other side, it becomes positive. So I can equate it to A minus 392 by 2 minus of 1 to 1. So what will happen now? I am having a common 2 here. It will become 1452 minus A plus 392. Here LCM is 2. A minus 392 minus 242. I can cancel these two. So here 1452 plus 392. You get 1844 minus 2A is equal to, here 392 and 242 gets added. You get A minus 634. So I will take this 634 to the other side, bring that 2a to this side, it becomes 3a, and you get 1210 is 3a, which means a is 1210 divided by 3. You get what? 403.33. I think here it should be positive. So that means 1844 plus 634. You have to add. So it becomes 2478. 2478, which means A is 2478 divided by 3. You get 826. In case if you find the contents of this video to be useful to you, I request you to please like, share it with your friends, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you.